dang near spot on, so it kinda.
I would say the top of that dike is about 10 feet wide. Wouldn't you
Yeah.
guess that'd be about the same thing?
Yeah.
And if we take 5 foot of dirt out of there, you know, we're not talking many yards of dirt.
No.
My guess is he could probably dig that out in a couple hours and be done.
Just throwing the spoils off to the side.
Yeah, just
Level
level
them
them.
off.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'll have a better idea when he and I go to the site on.
Sure.
And now, you know, there's no crop out there too, so it's easy to access to get in and out of there. Where if we do it next summer, then we have the issue of, okay, is it, you know, the water level too high now? Now we're gonna have erosion coming out of there. There's just a lot of different issues with
Wow,
that.
if he doesn't have to move the dirt, and he just takes back, feathers back out, he doesn't have to be perfect like he is all the time. I do enjoy the text messages. I don't see it accruing this cost. I know what he kinda does per hour and how he does things.
Yep.
Yeah, we need him to get there and get the estimate first.
Wouldn't shock me if it's half that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It wouldn't shock me at all.
I'd be surprised if it is half.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm guessing around that 225,
Yeah.
you know, and, cause you're gonna hit him with this number and I know exactly what's gonna, you know, they already said we don't wanna pay for it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
definitely a conversation that needs to be had before really anything, and then,
Yep.
but yeah.
Okay.
Could you do a motion contingent on the quote being under 5,000?
Yeah, we can. Because I'm assuming, yeah, he will bill her directly. That doesn't have to run through the water board, correct?
Right. If they voluntarily comply with the deadline, then that should just be an invoice directly to Rollers and payment back to them. It wouldn't flow through us at all.
Okay.
Have you've talked to Brian about this?
I did last night.
But like you saying there's 5 feet coming out 20 feet wide, that's what
Yep.
Usually,
Yeah.
once you give him those dimensions, he can
Yeah.
wing it out pretty fast. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a change of subject. I have one question for Thomas. Thomas, that cable that's damaged, is that gonna be able to get fixed this fall?
The cable was replaced. It's figuring out if the probe that takes those readings is damaged or not from potential water getting inside that cable and running down into that probe. That's the biggest question right now.
I just asked a question because I just don't want anything hampering pumping ability next spring. You know, because it seems like that's the only chance we get to pump water is when we got some snow melt and runoff. So otherwise that's my thought process.
Okay. I'm going to ask for a motion at this time to accept the findings of fact and conclusion of law order.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Any further discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay.
So then you're gonna have you're gonna have a conversation with Linda and Lindsay?
I will, yes. I guess as long as we're still on that note, yeah, I guess we don't have anything to do with it anyway, so it don't matter. We don't need a motion for that, for Brian to do that stuff. Darvin Haux, have any of you guys heard any more about that from the state?
No, not from me.
Okay. I got a rather nasty phone call from him one day here a few weeks ago, and I actually just ended up hanging up on him.
Did you just say the state?
No, Darvin, I got one too.
Oh.
Good job.
I thought he said something with the state.
Oh, no, it was
Oh.
from Darvin. Yeah, no. He thought that we needed to hire him an attorney and all this kind of stuff. And I laid out he's got to either wait for the state or hire his own attorney. That's his two options. And he didn't like those two options. So I finally just told him that I needed to go to work, I got harvesting to do, so I wasn't gonna listen to him cuss and swear, so. Okay, 51st Avenue Crossing updates. I don't think there's anything with that right now, is there, Cal?
No, just a reminder that the oral argument is this Thursday in front of the Supreme Court. It'll be, it looks like the township's original attorney, Bennett Johnson, and then Brian Schmidt for the Water Resource District. The association did submit for permission of the court for Dan Gossett to also share time with Brian Schmidt, but that was just administratively denied by the court, which sometimes happens. So it will just be the attorneys for the district and the township, not the association. You can attend in person. They're scheduled to start at 9 o'clock, or you can also listen to them online. There should be a live link Thursday morning on the North Dakota Supreme Court website, and I can circulate that after the meeting to the board just so you have easy access to it.
Where is, the court's in the Capitol building, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I guess next up on the agenda is Peter Lease. So Peter, if you want to come up here to the table.
Okay. Thank you. Where would you like me?
You can just sit down here, it's fine.
Okay.
So, what do you have for us today?
Well, I'm concerned about the canal, the Rockford Canal. And it runs right beside our farmstead, and it goes through 3 sections of our land. I mean, we've got land on 3 sections, and it goes through it all 3 places. And if they're trying to get rid of it, we'd like to get it back. And we had one time we heard, they were trying to sell it or give it away, and that you guys might be interested in it. So I'm here to see what your interests are, and keeping in mind that we have a lot of interest in what's there.
What township is this in?
It's in Munster Township.
Oh, that's Eddy County.
Yes, I've been to Eddy County already also.
Okay, so all your land in Eddy County.
Right.
Okay. I guess discussions I've had with Bill Ongstead, you've had also, correct?
That's correct.
Where it's a long ways away of anything going to happen with that. And to be real honest with you, I don't know that the county really wants it. Was at a commissioner meeting, they briefly talked about it. And because there's a lot of expense that comes along with it. So at this point in time, there's nothing we really can tell you about it. From what Bill told me last night is that they are going to probably allow for tile drainage to be dumped into there.
That's what I was afraid of. We don't want that going down our river and our area either, unless I could pump it out somehow to irrigate with it. Tile drainage has come sifted through the ground, and that's going to add to the chemicals and the fertilizer that's in the water.
Louis Clockey, when he was on the board a number of years back, that's been quite a while ago, he and I met with the Garrison Diversion people about that, because they'd come to us back then, I guess about 10 years ago, Tammy, something like that, and asked, if we'd be interested in taking it, and we'd said that, well, what are we going to use it for other than, if people want to drain or tile into it, and the discussion we had with them was to irrigate back out of it, and but then nothing was ever done with it. So I guess I guess our standpoint is going to be that we're going to wait and see what happens. From what Bill tells me, it's a very, very long process that it takes to to whatever they're gonna do with it.
Yeah.